Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
They have to score here. They're getting underway. And Evian, walk-off home run.
Here's a shot to the right side.
This is shaping up to be
Here's a strike right side, too.
Oh!
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, and inside of Hunter Wright Stadium. Gabriel Shry, Gary Justice, glad you're with us. Game 3 of day 1 of the AAC baseball tournament, and they got an early start. They started before we could get the broadcast up and running, so we are joining the first inning in progress between the Lions of Bryan and the Royals of Johnson, or scratch that, the Knights of St. Andrews, excuse me. So glad you're with us. Gary, what a start.
Yeah, Murillo bounced out 6-3. Santucci singled to center. Then Wilson lined out to second base. It's two balls and no strikes on Sambito.
That one zipped down inside for strike one, count 2-1.
Set the defense for the Bryan. It's Stradley in left, Ramsey in center, Cook in right. Sabo's at third, Morton's at short, Campos is at second base. Kuriko is at first and Warden's behind the bump. Allman on the hill.
This one is dropped in and evens our count at 2.
Jacob Allman fifth in the AAC with a 3.33 ERA, 7 wins, 3 losses. This is his 20th appearance. Got 3 complete games, 2 shutouts, 83 and a 2/3 innings pitched, 89 strikeouts, and opponents only hitting .229 off the right-hander.
And he's going to punch him out to retire the side as we head to the bottom of this inning in Kingsport, Tennessee. We're scoreless.
Favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Caleb Ramsey goes yard. Absolutely smoked the ball. Sails long over the right field wall. He destroyed that. And so 1-0 Bryan College Lions in Kingsport, Tennessee in the bottom of our first. Unreal. What an odd start to this game. They start the game early, hustle to get us going, smoked a home run in the bottom side of the first inning. 1-0 Bryan College Lions. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're just joining us too. It is moving quick here.
Three balls and two strikes on Dante Morton. Angel De La Cruz waits on deck. Swung on, hit past the third baseman.
Number 24, Angel De La Cruz.
Look at the DH, Angel De La Cruz. 205 on the season, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. He'll pass the catcher, allow the runner advance. Ramsey led off with a home run to right field. Dante Morton singled to left. First pitch to De La Cruz, gets past the catcher. Allows Morton to advance from first to second. Swung on, fouled off. That was Ramsey's 9th home run of the season. Morton coming to the game hitting .402, 18 home runs, 50 RBIs, a .515 on base percentage. That went up. Tried the inside corner and missed. That's got 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Got on his hands, excuse me, swing. It runs a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Barfield on the bump for the St. Andrews Knights. Take off attempt second base, not in time. Dela Cruz and Cade Cook. Bill Kurko will hit as well. Got him on the wrist, but hit by a pitch. So Ramsey led off with a home run, single by Dante Morton. Dela Cruz was hit by a pitch, bring up Cade Cook. 310 on the season, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs, a 423 on base percentage.
Now batting number 26, Cade Cook.
Dante Morton, the player of the week in the conference back on February the 24th. First pitch swung on, fouled off, straight back. Oh, 1. Swung on, fouled off, quick to no balls and 2 strikes. Bryan's come out swinging the sticks early. The Bryan Lions. These two teams did not play during the regular season. First match of this season between the two. Fastball high and outside. I run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners will get their lead. Swung on, hit past the first baseman. A wide turn at third base, and they'll stay there. Morton will be held up. Bases are juiced, nobody out. Credit Cade Cook with a 3rd hit of the inning for the Bryan Lions.
Now batting number 44, Will Curcio.
Curcio, the first baseman. Curcio, 272, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs. Swung on, popped up. Center fielder will corral it for the first out of the inning. The throw will come to third. Rello will cut, and both runners will tag, and everybody is safe. Bring up Cyrus Campos. Cyrus Campos, 261, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs. He's a second baseman. First pitch, outside corner, strike 1. Appreciate your patience. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. We're working through those right now. Outside corner, strike 1. Check that, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside corner and misses. Barfield, 372 on the season. ERA 6-1, 14 appearances, 11 starts, 4 complete games. Got a shutout, 72 2/3 innings. Pitching out punch outs. Opponent's in 237 off the right-hander. 2-2. Swung on, fouled off, held on to. That'll be the second out of the inning. Bring up Garrett Warden, the catcher.
The batting number 8, Garrett Warden.
Wilson's in center, Santucci's in center. Check out Wilson's in left, Santucci's in center. Ohea is in right field. Ohea. Third baseman's Garrett Wolf. Murillo's the shortstop. Caught the outside corner. He was count 1 ball, 1 strike. But Warden's able to reach. Then Logan Stradley, the second baseman, will hit. The left fielder will hit. Swung on, foul off. Swung on, foul off. We'll do 1-2 all over again. One, two. Swung on and missed. Tyler Barfield's able to minimize the damage to only 2 in the top half of the first. As we go to the top half of the second, it'd be Hamby, Bibber, and Wolf. Watch college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport. We go to the top half of the second inning. Bryan put 2 on the scoreboard, and they're bobbing the half of the first. As we go to the top half, it would be Garrett Hamby, Bryson Bieber, Garrett Wolf. Defensively for Bryan, Line, Stradley in left, Ramsey in center. Cooks in right, Sablos playing third, Morton the second, Campos, second baseman. Bill Carousel is not the first baseman, and Garrett Warden is the catcher. Jacob Allman will toe the rubber for the second time today. An inning a hit, struck out 1, 14 total pitches, 10 strikes, got 1 fly, 1 ground out. Hamby, the second baseman, lead things off. Swung on, hit to the shortstop. He'll field, throw across the diamond in time. Retire Garrett Hamby 6-3.
Now batting number 8, Bryson Bibber.
Bibber will now be the hitter. 241 on the season, 7 RBIs. Swung on, fouled off. That one escaped Hunter Rod Stadium. St. Andrews coming to this ball game 25 wins, 20 losses. Bryan 26 wins and 20 losses. Oh, 1. Off-speed pitch, outside corner, strike 2. Allman doing a nice job of pounding the zone. Swing on and missed. That will be the second punch out for Jacob Allman this afternoon.
The batter's number 9, Garrett Wolf.
Garrett Wolf, the third baseman. 227 on the season, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, a .381 on-base percentage. Fastball inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Allman works out of the stretch without runners on. Fastball swung on and missed as well. He definitely has swing and miss stuff. Fastball, curveball, slider. We'll mix a change in every once in a while. 1-1. Off-speed pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. I believe that's Jacob's next step as far as his development as a pitcher. Throw that change up with confidence. 2-1. Fastball outside corner, even to count 2 balls, 2 strikes. It makes 2 outs. Deuce is wild here in the top half of the second. Deuce is all the way around. Two. In the dirt. Nice job by Warden to block it up. Full count upcoming. Inside corner, strike 3. And that will retire the Knights here in the second inning. 1, 2, 3. That'll be the third punch out for Jacob Allman. As we go to the bottom half of the second, P8, 9, 1 do it for the Lions. Stradley, Sabo, Ramsey, college baseball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Hunter Rod Stadium. As we go to the bottom half of the second, Tyler Barfield will toe the rubber for the second time today. 1 inning pitch so far, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 strikeouts, 1 flyout, 26 pitches, 17 strikes for the right-hander. You'll face 8-9-1. Appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here on the Southeast Sports Network for college baseball. Gary Justice, Gabriel Straub bringing you today's action.
Number 11,
Logan Stradley, the left fielder, lead things off for the Lions. 328, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs, an impressive .437 on-base percentage. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Doing a nice job of staying ahead of the hitters. Off-speed pitch, just missed. He was a count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Check. We'll check that 1 ball, 1 strike. On. Swung on, hit towards the right fielder, going back. The baseball is still traveling. It'll be over the wall. That'll be the second home run of the game for the Bryan Lions. Logan Stradley drove the 1-1 pitch over the right field wall. That's his 6th home run of the season. That gives the Lions a 3-0 lead.
Number 4, Jake Sabo.
Bring up Jake Sabo, third baseman. 276 on the season. Fastball caught the inside corner. He's hit 4 home runs, 30 RBIs. Swung on, hit to pass the second baseman. Back-to-back base hits for the Lions. And they're in business once again. Coming to the ball game, Barfield only allowed 2 home runs all season long. He's allowed 2 in the first 2 innings. Be the 5th hit of the day. Caleb Ramsey, the first pitch he saw in the bottom half of the first, he drove it to the right field wall. First pitch misses outside defensively for the St. Andrew Knights. Wilson's in left, Santucci's in center. Ohio is in right field. Wolf at third, Morello's at short. Hamby is playing second base. Bever's the first baseman. Boyston's behind the plate. Tried the inside corner and missed. You see Jake Sabo getting his lead from first base. 2-0. Swung on, fouled off. Got to count 2 balls and a strike. Bryan coming this ball game they've won 5 of 6 in the month of April as a team batting average .422. Fastball high and outside, 3 balls and a strike. Starting to have some very light action in the St. Andrews bullpen. Good look at Caleb Ramsey in the box. (3-1). Swung on, hit to the shortstop Morello. He'll field, go to the second baseman for 1, not in time for 2. So the fielder's choice will be the first out of the inning, allow Ramsey to remain at first base, and I'll bring up Dante Morton. He singled to left field his first time.
Number 5, Dante Morton.
As a team coming to this ball game, the Bryan Lions had hit 83 home runs on the season. They got 2 today. Ramsey got his lead from first base. Pitch misses outside. Ramsey at first. He stole 10 bases this year in 14 attempts. (1-0). Misses outside. Rams would be Morton and then Angel De La Cruz. For 1 pitch, 2 outs. Swung on, missed. Big cut from Dante Morton, the shortstop. Young man definitely has had a heck of a season. They haven't announced all conference honors yet, but I'll be surprised if you don't hear his name called. 2-1. That's a good 2-0 swing from Dante. Runners on the move, the pitch, the throw, not in time. And Ramsey on the stolen base will stay there. So now the Lions will have a runner in scoring position with only one out. Three balls and a strike on the shortstop. Barfield to come set. Inside pitch, fills it up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ramsey will get his lead from second base. Anvil will try to keep him close. 3-2. Swung on, fouled off. Ramsey getting a good lead off second base, with only one out. Long got bat for Dante Morton. Barfield will get his sign. Now he's ready to rock and roll. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do 3-2 all over again. Wilson, Santucci, Oheha was out in right field. Wolf, Morello, Hamby, Bebbers at first. Royston behind the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Dante Morton. Two. Swung on, fouled off, nice AB by Dante Morton. Going into the ball game, had 164 at bats and only struck out 24 times. You can see the reason why. That man battles up there. Doesn't give in. Three-two. Swung on and missed. That'll be the second out of the inning. I'll bring up Angel De La Cruz. He was hit by a pitch his first time.
Number 24, Angel De La Cruz.
De La Cruz, 205, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. If he's able to reach, then Cade Cook will hit here in the second inning. Second time through the lineup already for the Lions. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Always interesting going through the second time the lineup. How you going to start the hitters off? How do you get them off balance? Barfield trying to show a little more of the repertoire. Trying to pitch backwards. 1-0. Swung gone, fouled off. That one coming close to the press box. Good view at the Bryan Lions DH. Good looking hitter. Breaking balls off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Game 3 of the afternoon. U Pike beat CIU 3-2. Milliken beat Bluefield 8-2. We're at the bottom of the second. Bryan leading St. Andrews 3-0. Swung on, popped up. Murillo will go out. Wilson will call for it, and he will squeeze it for the third out of the inning. However, the Lions will add one off the home run by Logan Stradley. So we go to the top half of the third, be 8-9-1. Oheha, Royston, and Murillo. You're watching college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. As we go to the top half of the third, Jacob Allman will toe the rubber for the third time today. Gary Justice, the Southeast Sports Network. Allman threw 2 innings. He's allowed 1 hit so far. Struck out 3, 1 looking. 1 fly out, 2 ground outs, 24 total pitches, 17 strikes. Eight, 9-1 do it in this half of the third for the Knights of St. Andrews. Bryan coming to this ball game, and they're with 26 wins. Their batting average is .333. ERA's at .362. And they'll average about 7 Ks per ball game in their wins. Take a look inside of the St. Andrews dugout. The right fielder, Adrian Oheha. Fastball misses inside. Oheha, Royston, Murillo. They're going to play him to go the other way. Swung on, hit down the left field line, be fouled. That escapes Hunter Wright Stadium. Count to even a 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch misses outside. Oheha, 228 on the season. He drove in 8 runs. .337 on base percentage. Swung on, hit down the left field line, slicing foul. Two upcoming. Fastball high and outside. 3-2. Fastball high and out. Ball 4.
Catcher, Michael Royston.
Look at the catcher, Michael Royston. A check on Oheha at first base. Nothing going on there. Fastball down the pipe there. No balls and strike on the catcher, Michael Royston. 234 on the season, drove in 6. 379 on base percentage. Fastball outside. Still Heha getting his lead. After Royston, it'll be Cesar Murillo. He's a threat to run, got coming in the ball game with 50 stolen bases. I've been caught twice all year. Fastball outside. Already got 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, fouled straight back. Two. Runner's on the move to throw, will not be in time. Ball 3 on Royston. Fills up the count.
Gotta win, Allman.
Three-two. Swung on, popped up towards Ramsey in center field. He'll make the grab. The tag, the throw will not be in time. It'll allow Heha to advance from second to third. Bring in Murillo. He bounced out 6-3 his first time.
The shortstop, Cesar Murillo.
First pitch caught the zone, no balls in the strike. Even they got 1 ball, 1 strike. That one missed the zone as well. 2 balls and a strike. Santucci will follow Murillo. Swung on, hit down the left field line. It'll be a base hit. That'll score 1. Murillo will go around first, and he'll stroll into second with a 1-out double. The St. Andrews Knights get on the scoreboard.
Center fielder, Caden Santucci.
Bring up Santucci. He singled to center his first time. Breaking ball outside corner, strike 1. Break the ball, misses. Swung on, popped up. Stradley will field the baseball.
The left fielder, Aiden Wilson.
Bring up Aiden Wilson. He lined out to second base his first time. Well, led off the inning with a walk. Royston flew out to center. Morello doubled, and Stantucci flew out to left. Fastball outside corner. Wilson's able to reach, and Zambito will hit. Our apologies, we do have a camera down. We'll work on that between innings. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Almond got 3 punch outs so far, looking for number 4. Swung on, no, excuse me, just outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. One-two delivery upcoming. All the runners on the move. Strike 3. That'll be 4th punch out of the afternoon for Jack and Almond. However, the Knights will respond with 1 of their own in the top half of the 3rd. As we go to the bottom half, it will be 4, 5, 6 due for the Lions. Cook, Curacao, and Campos. You're watching college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
Softball tournament across town. Columbia 8, Truett McConnell 6. That's a final.
Welcome back into Hunter Rod Stadium as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd.
The right fielder, Cade Cook.
Cook lead things off. He singled right field his first time. First pitch misses outside. Barfield towing the rubber for the 3rd time. Breaking ball just missed. Through 2 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 punch outs. 2 flyouts, 1 ground out, 49 pitches, 31 strikes. Tried the inside corner, missed. Caught the outside corner. Fields up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three, 2. Swung on, fouled off. Let's say catcher's interference. I'll allow Cook to reach.
First baseman Will Curcio.
Curcio will step in the box. The first baseman, he flew out to Santucci, his first time in center field. One, 0. Swung on, fouled off. Give it to 1 ball, 1 strike. See Cade Cook getting his lead from first base. One. With a catcher interference, that means the Bryan Lions have had the leadoff hitter on in all 3 innings so far. Swung on, missed. Going to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Campos waits on deck. One, 2. Pitch outside. The pace ball get away from Royston. Allowed Cook to advance from first to second without a play. Nice attendance for this afternoon's ball game. Two. Barfield a rock and fire. Fastball just misses his zone. Fills up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three, 2. Tried the outside corner, missed. Be ball 4. First free pass issued by Tyler Barfield this afternoon. Cyrus Campos, the second baseman, he struck out in the first inning. Watch college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Hunter Rod Stadium. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Bryan leading this one 3-1, looking to add more. Shows bunt. Unable to get down fair. One. Shows bunt gets down this time. He'll field, throw to first base in time. That'll be the first out of the inning. They'll bring up Garrett Warden, the catcher. He struck out in the first inning. Now the Lions will have runners at second and third, leading this one 3-1 in the bottom half of the third. Infield playing in for the Knights. Swung on, missed, held on to by Royston. That's the job. The Knights will try to cut down the runner at the plate. As you can see the defense, everybody playing in. Oh, 1. Swung on, hit foul down the right field line. Oh, 2. Good spot for a strikeout for Bardfield. He's able to dial one up. Just off the plate, Royston. Nice job, 0-2. Definitely was off the plate. Royston was set up. His left foot on the black of the plate, and he expanded towards that left-hander's batter's box. It's a nice idea, though. 1-2. Swung on, get foul down the right field line. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Gets his sign from Royce, and now he's ready to rock and roll. 1-2. Swung on, popped up. That one will escape the Hunter Rod Stadium as well. Appreciate you spending your Tuesday afternoon with us here on the Southeast Sports Network. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schry. Entire crew bringing you AAC college baseball action. Also got the college baseball, softball postseason tournament being played right now as well on the Southeast Sports Network. Swung on, popped up down the right field line. Well, Hayha will give a chase. He will field the throw at the plate. With the plate will be in time. It will be in time. A 9-2 put out. And that retires the Bryan Lions in their half of the third. Gives the St. Andrews Knights some momentum as we go to the top half of the fourth. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Knights. And Beto, Hamby, Beber, you're watching college baseball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Hunter Rod Stadium as you're looking inside of the St. Andrews Knights dugout. A 9-2 double play ends the scoring threat for the Bryan Lions in the bottom half of the third. And the Knights look to try to close the gap, trailing this one 3-1. Jacob Allman will toe the rubber for the fourth time today. He's allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Struck out 4, walked 1. 3 flyouts, 2 ground outs on 47 pitches, 29 strikes. He's limited to St. Andrews of 3 innings so far and allowed him to lead off hitter on 1 time. Knights scored their run in the third. Bryan scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second. They've hit 2 home runs, a couple of their runs. Caleb Ramsey led off game the home run. And then they also, Bryan led off the bottom of the second. Logan Stradley hit a bomb, both of them over the right field wall. Zambito lead things off. He struck out to end the first.
Leading off for St. Andrews, the designated hitter, Josh Zambito.
Zambito, Hamby, and Beber. First pitch misses inside. That pitch will miss the zone as well. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do 2-1 upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. Warden unable to hold on to the baseball. The Knights scored their run in the third. O'Hayha, he led off with a walk, and he scored on the double by Cesar Murillo. Two. Swung on, fouled off. Two. Swung on and missed. Jacob Allman with another punch out. Back-to-back punch outs for the right-hander. Give him 5 on the afternoon. Here comes Garrett Hamby. He bounced out 6-3 to lead off the second inning. First pitch caught the zone, strike 1. Oh, 1. Breaking ball, misses inside. Even to count 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on, it hit towards the right center field gap. Nice job, ball's dropped. Ramsey had the baseball in his glove and just dropped it. That'll be an E8. I thought the baseball was going to split the right fielder and center fielder, but Ramsey closed the gap immediately, but had a nice beat on it. Just bounced out of his glove. Bryson Beber, he struck out in the second inning. Swung on to hit towards the right fielder. Cook will go back, set his feet, he'll make the grab. For the second out of the inning, bring up Garrett Wolf. He struck out looking to end the second.
Third baseman Garrett Wolf.
Break the ball, misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Hamby getting a short lead at first base. Attempted 5 stolen bases on the season, has been successful 4 times. Got the outside corner, he was counting 1 ball, 1 strike. You see Campos right now at second base position there, playing up the middle, playing in the pool. Off-speed pitch, swung on, fouled off. The second time through the order, did a nice job of keeping the hitters off balance. One, two. Swung on and missed. That'll be the 6th punch out of the afternoon for Jake Allman, and he will retire the side in the top of the 4th. As we go to the bottom half of the 4th, 8-9-1, Stradley, Sabo, Ramsey, College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Hunter Wright Stadium. Tyler Barfield will toe the rubber for the 4th time today. Allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 1, struck out 3. 3 flyouts, 2 ground outs, 69 pitches so far, 42 strikes.
Leading off of the line, it's the left fielder, Logan Stradley.
Stradley lead things off. He led the second inning off with a home run over the right field wall, his 6th of the season. Pitch misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Stradley, Sabo, then Ramsey. All-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. All 3 innings, the Lions have been able to get the leadoff hitter on. Swung on and missed as well. Went to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Third time through the lineup. This will be the second time it'll be hitting. Tried the outside corner, missed. He was to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and miss. Barfield will strike him out. They'll throw to the first baseman to complete the strikeout. That'll be the first out of the inning. That's Barfield's 5th punch out.
Jake Sabo.
Bring up the third baseman, Jake Sabo. He singled to right field his first time. You see Tyler Barfield on the bump. On the baseball wheel today. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. After Sabo will be Caleb Ramsey. 1-0. Off-speed pitch. Runs count to 2 balls and no strikes. Got pitchers up in the nice bullpen just in case. Breaking ball, caught the inside corner that time. Runs count 2 balls and a strike. Have to stay confident with that pitch. Two one. Tried the outside corner and missed as well. That's the 3 balls and a strike. Sabo and then Caleb Ramsey. 9-1-2. Outfield up with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Barfield only walked 1 this afternoon. Struck out 4. We'll do 3-2 all over again. Swung on, fouled off. Three-two. Swung on and miss. That'll be the 5th punch out for Tyler Barfield.
Center fielder Caleb Ramsey.
Caleb Ramsey, he led the game off with a home run over the right field wall, the center fielder. Swung on, hit the first baseman, he'll field. Bever will step on the bag unassisted and retire the lines in order. As we go to the top of the 5th, it'll be 8-9-1. Well, Royston, Murillo, College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Hunter Wright Stadium. Taking Allman will toe the rubber for the 5th time today. 2 hits, 1 run. Got the fans up in the stands enjoying a little AAC postseason baseball. Catching some rays this afternoon. Look at somebody forgot the sunscreen. Sun's out, guns out. First pitch misses. He walked and scored his first time up. He got 2 balls and a strike. (2-0). This is inside.
Gary, I'm wondering if our camera operator, Jeff, can zoom in on that container on camera 1. What is that? What is that?
Caught the outside part of the plate, 3 balls and a strike.
Is that like stick 'em? Is that like did we just catch him cheating?
I don't know.
They're just putting it right in camera.
Yeah, here you go, guys. Got the outside part of the zone. Nice job. Runs got 3 balls and 2 strikes. Allman's only walked 1 this afternoon. 61 pitches, 40 strikes through 4. That one missed. That'll be the second free pass. And he's walked the right fielder for the Knights both times to bring up the catcher, Michael Royston. He flew out to Ramsey his first time.
Michael Royston.
See the base runner at first base getting his signs from the coach. Royston and then Murillo. So far, Gabe, the Knights kind of weathered the storm. The Lions come in with 2 runs in the bottom half of the first, and they've kind of weathered the storm and battled back. Now they have time run at the plate in the top half of the 5th. Swung on, hit to the pitcher as he'll sacrifice bunt to the runners from first to second. Now bring up the top part of the lineup, Cesar Murillo. He's bounced out to the shortstop to lead off the ball game. Then he doubled down the left field line to drive in the first run of the game for the Knights. Off-speed pitch, Murillo caught the zone. The balls and strike speed, Murillo, then Santucci. Coach Fox has done a nice job of keeping his ball club focused into the ball game today. Tried the outside part of the plate, missed. So this will be the 3rd time through the lineup for the St. Andrews Knights. (1-1). Off-speed pitch as well.
We just put a camera on a fridge.
Swung on.
Bang!
Wow.
Oh, baby, he bloops that into center. And on the bag over at 1.
Murillo squared that baseball up. He's hit the baseball all 3 times. He's come to the plate today. He's hit it hard. That's his second base hit. Don't look now, but then again, we're talking about the Knights. They've weathered the storm, gave the tying runs on first base, the fastest man in the AAC, leading the way with 50 stolen bases. And Caden Santucci, the center fielder, is now batting.
50 stolen bases is quite the stat line.
Well, and he's only been thrown out twice. Almond will come set. Morello's on the move. The baseball hit towards Ramsey in center field, going back, and he will make a circus catch. A run from third will tag and score. Nice job of Ramsey in center field. However, nice job by Santucci to drive the baseball, drive in a run. Closes the gap to 3-2. Really nice job of get him on, get him over, get him in. Lead off walk leads to a run. Now you have the third place hitter, Aiden Wilson, batting. He's lined out to the second baseman. He struck out looking. Back in the third. Then you have Murillo at first base. He got the speed. I would assume he's going to be on the move. Long hold. Quick move, not in time. Murillo's on the move. The throw would not be made. That'll be number 51 of the season for Cesar Murillo. He's a walking double. With 2 outs, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to swipe third if he has that opportunity. Sabo, the third baseman, to play close to the bag just in case. 1-0. One gone off the end of the bat, and that'll be foul. So with Murillo running at second base, caused Sabo, the third baseman, to lay a little bit closer to the bag than normally you would with 2 outs. So widens the gap between the third baseman and shortstop, so it leaves a little bit of spot here for Wilson to work with. And if it's a base hit, Murillo's going to score. 1-1. Caught the inside corner. Under 1 ball and 2 strikes. Almond on the afternoon's got 6 punch outs. About 3 hits, walk 2. Shakes off a couple of sounds from board, and now he's ready to go. Swung on, hit towards Ramsey in center field, going back. He's coming a lot of distance, and Caleb Ramsey is able to make the play. He never retired the St. Andrews Knights, however, they'll add 1 to their score total. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Lions. It'll be Morton, Dela Cruz, and Cade Cook. Watching college baseball on the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? it was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life.
Welcome back to Hunter Wright Stadium as Tyler Barfield will toe the rubber for the 5th time today. Lions leading this one 3-2. Pitch misses outside of Dante Morton, Angel De La Cruz, and Cade Cook. Morton singled and struck out. Barfield's allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 5 punch-outs. 83 pitches, 51 strikes. Back-to-back pitches low and out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Hot outside, 3 balls and no strikes quickly on the shortstop for Bryan. Through 4 innings, the Lions have been able to get the leadoff hitter on 3 times. That one caught the zone, 3-1. Got to think as far as pitching total so far, this might be Barfield's last inning. Swung on, fouled off. A diving attempt, unsuccessful though. They'll Phillips count 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'll give Bepper a little bit extra time, gets hit at first base after that long run, and nice attempt. Swung on and missed. That would be the 6th punch out for Tyler Barfield. The 2nd time he's got Dante Morton.
The designated hitter, Angel De La Cruz.
Angel De La Cruz, the DH. He's been hit by a pitch. He's also flew out to the left fielder. Off-speed pitch, got the outside corner. Strike 1 would be De La Cruz and Cade Cook. The Lions scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st, 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, and they've been zeros in the 3rd and the 4th. 1 out here in the 5th. Off-speed pitch, low and out. One. Swung on. Morello will go in. The center fielder doesn't see it. Morello will make the grab. Santucci was asking for help. Unable to find it. Bring up Cade Cook. Singled and reached on catcher's interference. Barfield has retired 7 straight batters. 1-0. Fastball outside corner. Let's count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Seems like Gabe here later in the game. Barfield actually starting to get locked in. Retired the last 7 straight, 1-1. And Cade Cook.
With 2 away, this one fouled off.
This is a big inning. You come in this inning with 83 pitches. Of course, we talked about it at the beginning of the conference tournament week. You want to get their starters go as many innings as possible. He's one strike away from having a very efficient inning pitch-wise.
Winds and delivers. Look at the break on that. That thing broke about 6.5 foot.
Yeah. You know, Cook, he started to swing, and that baseball just kept on coming. And basically, he used the bat to fit off the baseball. And
have you used the saying you taught me in Game 2 and Game 3 yet?
not yet. No, with keep the viewers guessing on that one.
We're going to save that. We're going to put it in the back of the bag. 1-2. Big cut, and this one completely misfired. It rolls into the backstop.
Nice job of Cook. You can really tell the Bryan Lions, when they have 2 strikes, Gabe, they do such a good job of really making the adjustment at the plate, widen the stance, choke the hands. 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Was unable to check his swing, and that'll be punch out number 7 for Tyler Barfield. Make that 8 straight. He is retired as we go to the top half of the 6th. Do it for the Knights. It'll be 4, 5, 6, and Beto, Hamby, Bibber, College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network.
Kingsport is more than just a stop, it's a destination. From family fun at Bays Mountain Park to championship golf, arts, and local events, there's something here for everyone. Ready to experience Southern hospitality at its finest? Plan your visit today and see why Kingsport is the perfect place to relax, explore, and make unforgettable memories. Visit kingsport.com. Your adventure starts here.
Stay connected with the Appalachian Athletic Conference and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
In Kingsport, we've got a barn burner, 3-2, a one-run game in the 2025 Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. And a really interesting story for the St. Andrews Knights. A devastating story, to be honest. Pretty emotional, I think, to see that story and hear about it for you and I. And we have some staff here, not just the students. I found out, I don't remember where I was, but I had a long drive back when I found out about the campus closing and the school shutting down, and that hurts. I mean,
yeah.
What do you say?
It's truly sad, and to see these guys, and it's hard to stay focused, right? And what's my next step as a student athlete, as employees, what's going on? Because that closure is happening next week, May the 5th, and unfortunately, there's some financial issues that's caused this decision, and I have thoughts and prayers for everybody who works there, goes to school there, and just the uncertainty of what the next step is.
Birmingham Southern made a miraculous run in the D3 World Series last season after their campus was announced to be shutting down.
And you kind of look here, I mean, St. Andrews, after giving those 2 runs, the leadoff home run in the bottom first, been very easy kind of, well, just call it a day, but they didn't do it. They're still battling. They could have, we'll bang today. We'll come back out and play tomorrow and see what happens, but they're still battling, good at bats. Barfield's doing a good job on the bump. I mean, the last 3 innings put up zeros. So they're battling. Coach Andy Fox doing a good job keeping his club focused on what's the task on the hand for the day.
You love to see it. 2-2. This one drops low.
Almond's done a good job so far today. Gabe, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. 77 pitches, 49 strikes. The right-hander's doing a heck of a job for the Bryan Lions.
Big delivery, a bigger cut, and he goes down swinging back to the dugout. One away on this side of the inning.
He's done such a good job of keeping that leadoff hitter off the bags each inning. Through 6 innings, the leadoff hitter's only been on twice, and if you can keep that leadoff hitter on, it gives you such an advantage for the inning. Bring up Garrett Hanby. He's bounced out 6-3, and he reached on Ramsey's there in center field back in the 4th.
That goes low for ball 1. Second one delivered, second ball.
Yeah, this third time through the lineups, really Allman is working out breaking the ball and also the change a little bit more. He has that plus fastball, but again, they've already saw him twice. He's trying to mix everything up, keep him off balance, avoid the barrel.
2-0 delivered down for a third ball.
Allman's walked 2 so far. He's 1 pitch away from walking his third. Starting to see some action going down to the Bryan bullpen. St. Andrews bullpen is quiet.
One away, 3-1 delivered, and this one flies straight up on the edge of the infield. Right field, it's collected, 2 down.
A nice job between Cook and Campos just communicating on who's going to take the baseball. And typically, the person coming in, the outfielder, will have more of the authority over the infield. But that time, Campos has already camped underneath the baseball, caught it, take it out of the inning. Bryson Beber now steps in the box. First pitch, caught the outside corner, strike 1. He struck out, and he's also flew out to right field. Oh, 1. Back-to-back off-speed pitches to the first baseman. Garrett Wolf will wait on deck. We've had several pitching duels today, Gabe.
Count even at 1 with 2 away. That one lasered across. It'll be a ball. It's just outside of the zone.
Noah Davis, and you had Cameron Brodier in that UPIC and CIU game this morning, and a 3-2 ball game. Milligan above and Bluefield's 8-2, but it's much closer than that.
Got a hold of it, driven, and a little bloop into center field as he'll be on the bag over at 1. 1 on board now for the St. Andrews Knights at first.
That'll be hit number 4 for the Rams. The Knights, excuse me. Wolf has struck out looking, he struck out swinging. I just like how they're battling with their at-bats, Gabe. They're choking up with 2 strikes. They're putting the barrel on the ball. Kindling the battle.
Great delivery right over the corner of the zone.
Again, I love seeing Allman. Again, he has a plus fastball. If he starts throwing it off-speed pitch for first pitch strikes, his performance level will go to the next step.
That's low and outside of the zone.
Getting more confident throwing his changeup. He went curveball, then he went change. I'm going to be surprised if you don't see fastball here. 1-1. The sweeper that time. If you imagine on a clock, his breaking ball, he has a little 12-6, but also it's more of a 3-9 on that one called the sweeper. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's 3 straight breaking ball. He's got 7 punch-outs.
Bottom of the 6th in the softball tournament, right on cue. We get a hit here. This one controlled on the edge of the infield, and that is perfectly played by the Lions of Bryan College to retire the side. It's a 1-run game in Kingsport, Tennessee.
outside pitch. Be called for a ball.
Kiera Leitner now to the plate. Now the grounds crew from the folks here at Brickyard Ballpark out there assisting in the fence restoration.
Leitner got some great contact on that. That will go into the outfield in foul territory.
Yeah, she got that one up in the wind. It just continued to carry. Initially, I thought it was going to just drop beyond the fence, but it went further and further up the hill out of play.
That one will carry to the outfield, and Height's going to make her way home. Now Leitner's making her way to third. And that goes down as an RBI triple.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting by Leitner. Got it in the opposite field in the right center field gap. Goes all the way to the wall. Height scores easily. And, woulda, coulda, shoulda had Wade not been caught in the rundown and thrown out at third. That would have been a 2 RBI triple for Kiera Leitner.
Agreed. I will say I do like that play as far as taking the attention away from Height, because then you can advance her to second. That's a shorter run home.
You're right, 60 feet closer.
One-run game in Kingsport, Tennessee. College baseball on SCSN. This one bangs off foul.
Tyler Barfield will toe the rubber for the 6th time today. He's allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. As it was 98th pitch.
0-1. Real low. That paints the corner of the zone. My goodness.
You can tell the conditioning in Tyler Barfield. He's closing on 100 pitches. I think he's getting better now than he was in the first inning.
Tough to look that way. You've got to be a very, very good pitcher.
So he's allowed 2 home runs today. He only allowed 2 home runs all season long. But he's kept his composure. He's still battling, keeping his team. That's the purpose of a pitcher, is to keep your team in the ball game. He's doing an excellent job today.
1-2, and that'll punch him out and send him to the dugout.
Be the 8th strikeout for Tyler Barfield, and his 9 straight hitters that he's retired. I'll bring up the Cyrus Campos, the second baseman. He struck out, and he's bounced out 1-4.
Love Coach's head. Hi, Coach.
They love the camera over there.
These guys are camera hogs. First delivery is tight and low. That'll go for a ball. 1 away.
St. Andrews coach say, we need it. We want it. Where's the camera?
Give it to me. 1-0. Popped off foul over the top of the backstop. Look out at the parking lot.
Going back to that bottom of the first inning, the Lions, they've got 5 hits on the day, and 3 of them come in that first inning. So since then, since the first, he's only allowed 2 hits.
Well delivered. 1-0 becomes 2-0.
Got a pitcher warming up, just in case.
There you go. Zoom in on those guys. Right behind his head. Strike 1. Johnson University Royals are standing by, ready for their game.
Coach Dave Serrano's got his ball club playing extremely well. His school record 33 wins this year.
2-1, delivered with some sauce for a third ball. I lost my phone a long time ago. That's very hard to do when you're 30 years old or younger. Real tight again. That's going to send him down the line and onto the bag at 1. So 1 on board for the Lions of Bryan with 1 away. Where's my phone? There it is. Look it. I found it. I was getting real nervous without my cell phone.
As the first batter that breaks a streak of 9 straight batters, he retired.
Little check-in over at 1. Looks like he's comfy.
One last thing, as far as your phone, my mama always said be the last place you look for it.
I want to say I don't like that saying, but that would be a lie. I think it's funny.
Of course, I was very old before I got the meaning. Oh, because once you find it, you quit looking for it. So, thanks, Mama Adams.
Corbin Weeks, Clint Allen, Taylor Novinger, thank you all for tuning in to the Southeast Sports Network. Glad you're with us. Big cut for the strike.
Garrett Warden, he struck out in the first, and he flew out to the 9-2 double play back in the third.
Banger down the left field line. Couldn't be controlled at third. He's free down to the bag at 1. We've got a runner in scoring position out at 2.
Nice job, Wolf, the third baseman, laying out the body, just knocking the baseball down. He didn't prevent the hit, but kept the baseball in the infield. Keep the runners at first and second, keep the double play in order. I'll bring up Logan Stradley, who led off the second inning with a home run, and he also struck out.
Running at first base, number 13, Cam Mullins.
Our crowd mic died after our second game. I think it's freaking Gary out. Big swing, strike 1. It is, isn't it? It's kind of weird sounding.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it was kind of nice to hear the conversation in the crowd.
It's like we're calling the game from a storage room. Carefully chosen nouns. One away, 0-1. Bang! That goes foul for strike 2.
They're playing Stradley to hit this baseball at the opposite field. They got the Campos. Check out Hamby, the second baseman, playing straight up in the 4-hole. You got Morello. He's going to be holding the runner on second base. Of course, with his speed, he's able to get back to that 6th spot pretty easily. Looking for 1 pitch, 2 outs. Try to get out of this inning. They look for the Uncle Charlie curveball. Try to get him to roll the hands over.
Little infomercial time. Southeast Sports Network is a subsidiary of a production company, Shry Media. We do media consulting. It's my company. I've been doing it for about a decade and would love to help you out. If you're in athletics, whether it's soccer, swimming, you name it, we do it. Everything. Basketball, hoops, football. We do a great job. We bring quality like this to every production, give it 100%. We have a great team and great folks, and we'd love to help you out. So get a hold of Shry Media. We do both white label production with all your branding, and we can bring in SCSN, National Sports Broadcast Network. We have a few other brands as well, including Midwest Sports Network, and we can roll in, bring all the cameras, bring all the crew, get it done for you. Reach out today at shrymedia.com or through the Southeast Sports Network. We would love to take care of your tournaments, your leagues, your national championships, you name it. We're here for it.
And we have a good time. I promise you, we invest a lot of time. We invest a lot of time.
This specific crew is a troublesome crew. We'll be rolling in with 4 or 5 60-year-old men and making a bunch of noise. And
bring up Jake Sabo. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single back in the second. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Barfield 1 out away from minimizing this inning to 0. Not even minimizing, just preventing any runs.
Bottom of the 6th, 2 down already, 1 in scoring position. And the 1-0 goes low for ball 2. There's 2 on board, 1 in scoring position at 2. We've got a runner at 1 as well.
So the pitching coach is going to talk to Barfield, and this will be interesting too because Sabo's the number 9 hitter. This is the 3rd time through the lineup. Ramsey on deck. He will flip the lineup over, and it'll be the 4th time he hits today. And a rule of thumb, it's hard to get hitters out 3 times. It is super hard to get hitters out 4 times. especially when you're Caleb Ramsey. So I'm looking down to the St. Andrews bullpen now, and they're got several guys standing around ready to go. I'm sure Coach Fox would love for Barfield to close out the sixth. Because if they go to the bullpen with a fresh inning in the seventh, you'll see the bullpen, those guys standing around now.
Standing around is right. Choppered off foul, strike one.
The life of a reliever, as the head coach always tells you, or the pitching coach say, hey, get hot. He's usually the word get hot. You can get loose. And they'll usually will communicate a 3, a 4, a 5, or 8, 9, or 10. That tells you how quickly they want you to get hot. The higher the number, the quicker they need you.
Chopper to the right, this one controlled, and the side is retired in Kingsport, Tennessee. Still a one-run game between these two sides. 3-2 in the driver's seat, running things. The Lions of Bryan College from in-state in Dayton.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to...
Welcome back to Hunter Rod Stadium as we go to the top half. Check that. Yes, the top half of the seventh. Jacob Allman will toe the rubber for the seventh time today. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 7 punch-outs, 2 walks. 7 flyouts, 4 groundouts, 96 pitches so far, 59 strikes for the right-hander. He will face 8-9-1. Adrian O'Hayha will lead things off here in the seventh. First pitch swung on and missed. He's walked twice today. Through 6. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Knights. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Bryan Lions. Swung on, fouled off. Gabe went down to change out her crowd mic. 0-2. Swung on a miss. That'll be punch out number 8 for Jacob Allman on the afternoon. Bring up Michael Royston, the catcher. He flew out to center and had a sacrifice bunt back in the 5th. First pitch misses on outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Playing him straight up, outfield and the infield. Caught the outside corner there. Even got 1 ball, 1 strike. out, 2 balls, 1 strike. Lee Royston and Cesar Murillo, and then Caden Santucci. Trailing by 1 here in the top half of the 7th. Foul ball will lead to 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Almond's over 100 pitches now. Starting to see a little bit more action in the Bryan bullpen as well. That one's going to escape the Hunter Wright Stadium as well. And both pitchers over 100 pitches. I think it goes to what we were talking about earlier, Gabe, is opening round of the postseason tournament. You want your starters to go as many innings as possible without getting anybody hurt and keep your team in the ball game. But these 2 starters today, Tyler Barfield and Jacob Allman, they've been warriors out there for their ball clubs.
Just outside. Our count is full.
And also, I think the St. Andrews is doing a nice job of really working the count with the pitch count being elevated for Allman, really making him work a little bit harder latter part of the ball game.
The payoff pitch holds off, and he's going to walk his way down to the bag at 1.
So now this will be the flip the lineup over for the Knights for the 4th time with Cesar Murillo hitting now. Murillo's 2 for 3 in the afternoon. He doubled in the 3rd. He singled in the center in the 5th.
We'll check in over at 1.
It'll be Murillo, then Santucci.
Another check in at 1.
Got to start thinking about opportunities, Gabe. Here they got in the 7th.
Almost came up with it.
Got 3 more cracks at the Bryan lines. They have an opportunity to put some pressure on Bryan.
Strike 2. He's behind in the count. Here's your look across town. Rams and Eagles. It's 4-0 Reinhardt Eagles in the softball tournament. Another check-in at 1.
Murillo on the season coming into the ball game. He's actually up to 175 at bats on the year. He's only struck out 16 times with 175 plate appearances. Gabe.
That is wild. Got a hold of that, popped up. He could be in trouble. This is right near the St. Andrews bench. He got it, right near the dugout.
Nice job of Warden of tracking that baseball, and he made that look extremely easy. That's one of the toughest plays in baseball. Has his catcher's mask in his right hand and tracking that baseball. Has so much spin coming back to the field of play. He stuck with it. Nice play.
Really nice play by the catcher. Got under that, controls it. That's what they need to do to get out of this.
Santucci 1 for 3. He singled back in the 1st.
St. Andrews, the Knights are letting it all hang out. There's another check-in over at 1.
St. Andrews 5-5 in their last 10. Good led by Andy Fox. This is his 9th season leading the program. Bryan coming in the ball game, Gabe, in the month of April, have a team batting average of .422. Displayed that in the first inning, but since then, Tyler Barfield's kind of steadied the ship. But now Jacob Allman he's matched him pitch per pitch today.
Delivered out to 2 on the long strike, sliding in to make the play. Unreal. In time. He's in scoring position for St. Andrews.
That's something. That's St. Andrews. That's the calling card for the Knights. They want to put pressure on that defense when you have Cesar Murillo and your belly base runners who can swap a lot of bases. Watch out. That's Alfredo Jimenez. His 17th swap of the year.
I think one of the best things about the Birmingham Southern situation, Gary, is all the media and press allowed all those players that were underclassmen that wanted to continue to play college baseball. Hold that thought. This one chopper through the infield, controlled over to 1, and in time, that'll retire the side as the Bryan Lions flip it quickly. Instead of taking a break, we're going to get a look across town again at the softball tournament while I finish that thought. Gary, all that press was fantastic because it allowed all those underclassmen and players that didn't want to be done with college baseball to continue to play. They landed at a new home. So if you go to the Southeast Sports Network X account or Twitter or whatever you call it now, there is a tweet up. Reply if you're looking to continue playing. If you've got a son on this program or a daughter that plays for another athletic program or any program at St. Andrews, we're looking to help you find that exposure. We'll repost any highlights you have, a link to a recruiting profile. We want to help these guys that are underclassmen and gals that play on other programs and rosters at the university find a home, continue to play, whether it's in the NAIA, the NCAA, or whatever that may be. We would love to do anything we can to help boost that exposure and help you find that home and land there.
Something with the Southeast Sports Network, you've always mentioned about the importance of bringing these streams free of charge to people at home. If people at home, you're there to help serve and help people. And definitely, if Southeast Sports Network can help make a connection with another,
even if it's one athlete,
that's
powerful.
Yeah.
That's all we want to do. We want to help anybody we can. If it's one athlete, if it's 50, it doesn't matter. Please let us know what we can do to help. Tag us, post, reply to that tweet, and we will help do anything we can to make connections for athletes looking for somewhere to land and continue to play at the collegiate level. It's honestly heartbreaking to me. Anybody who's had a great undergrad experience or even a graduate experience, I know Gary is a great example. He's a Hall of Famer at his alma mater and very well connected and loves that community. To think of losing that in the midst of your undergrad degree is
heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking, and it hurts to think about. And couldn't more genuinely be serious when I say we are devastated for you and here to really help any way we can.
And truly, you probably folks will be hearing that a lot, but reach out for help.
For real, yeah.
When people want to help,
Yes.
reach out, because in a time of uncertainty and you're just not sure what to do, and it can be challenging mentally, and it can be almost have to make a decision based on desperation. Get all your facts, get all your information, reach out to those folks who can help you, get you connected with the right folks, because there are people out there who do want to help, and there are spots out there for these athletes or even just students. There are plenty of places of higher education who want to help. So Tyler Barfield today is going to be done after 6. Allows 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 9 punch-outs, 2 walks, 4 flyouts, 4 groundouts, 117 pitches, 72 strikes for the right-hander. Excellent outing by Tyler Barfield.
That's a couple of pitches.
It's 1 or 2, isn't it?
That's 1 or 2. That's an impressive outing indeed.
That's a tough spot here for Ryan Cleary. It's his second appearance of the season. Worked 2 1/3 innings all season long. He'll come in and face the top part of the lineup for the Bryan Lions with Ramsey, Morton, De La Cruz. Ramsey, the first pitch he saw the ball game, put it over the right field wall.
Over 2 since he smoked that homer. This one flies left. He could be in danger. It's near the Lions' dugout. And a sigh of relief as this one is back into the parking lot.
You talked about 0-2 since that home run. They had 3 hits in that first inning. They've only had 3 hits since the first. They got 6 hits all game. Shows you how well Barfield has threw the baseball.
The Knights coming through with the spirit and heart. Late in the year, late in the existence of the program. Count even at 1.
Andy Fox does such a good job leading the program. This is his 9th season leading the Knights program, one of the better baseball guys throughout the Southeast, throughout the country. Very fortunate to have him part of the Appalachian Athletic Conference for the last 9 seasons.
Thank you to Uncommitted USA. Oh. That one almost got us.
The key word's almost.
That was a close one. I was looking down.
I saw you looking down. I didn't want to start it with you, but I think it's clear. He's coming out of the bullpen throwing some strikes there, and Ramsey doing a nice job fouling a few pitches off.
Count even at 2 as that's delivered to fill our count.
Yeah, Ramsey's had a heck of a year for the Lions. 356 coming in this ball game. He has 9 home runs, 29 RBIs. Now he's got 10 stolen bases. All around good player.
Payoff pitch. Banger right side. Driven back. Could be controlled in right field, and it is. Good job getting under that and making the play in right field. That's Ojea, the lefty.
Ojea did a nice job of tracking that baseball as Ramsey got on his hands ever so slightly, was able to avoid the barrel for that first out and bring up Dante Morton. Talking about a dangerous hitter. Here's another one. Singled in the first. He struck out in the second and the fifth. But he's had 18 bombs on the year.
One away. Well, I was going to say before I almost died. Is that too far?
The key word is almost.
Is that a joke too far? Uncommitted USA reposted that. Thanks, Uncommitted USA, for tuning in and helping us spread the word about St. Andrews the Knights.
Very appreciative.
0-1. It's outside. It evens our count at 1.
Back in February, Dante Morton was named the Appalachian Athletic Player of the Week, and not only was he named back in February 24th, he was the National Player of the Week.
It's a second strike as he paints the corner.
Yeah, cleared for only his second appearance of the season. He's coming in out of the bullpen in a tough situation. Got Ramsey to fly out and got Morton down 1-2. Understands his assignment.
National Player of the Week is an impressive piece of the resume. Morton roped across, controlled short left field, over to 1, bang, in time. What a play at first.
Yeah,
Grabbing that is Beber.
Murillo deep in that shortstop position, and Morton, who can pick him up and put him down the first base line, quickly got rid of the baseball. And let's give a compliment to the first base umpire. Shifted his position, make sure was in perfect spot for the call. Bang, bang call, right on top of it. All around good play. Offensively, hustling down the line, and also defensively as well.
The DH. 2 away for the Lions man. Held off. That one a meatball.
St. Andrews still got a lot of guys throwing just in case. I don't know if Cleary would be a one out, 1 inning guy, but he's done a heck of a job here in the 7th. Excuse me.
1-0 goes for a second ball.
Murillo plays a very deep shortstop. Very quick hands, quick feet.
2-0. Way out ahead on the count.
Very old baseball reference, but Murillo plays very similar to Ozzie Smith played in St. Louis. Very athletic shortstop. He's able to take a few more chances, and he can play a little bit deeper because how quick he is.
How old of a reference is that?
Well,
Strike 1 as that paints the corner.
Ozzie Smith was a rookie in 1981. The Wizard of Oz, probably one of the best fielding shortstops of all time.
That's a good nickname.
The Wizard.
2 away, 3-1. Big cut, strike 2, count is full.
Like every broadcast we have, I'm always reminded I'm a little bit older than you are.
You're not that old. I just like accentuating it by
yeah.
pointing out your references.
When I say a little bit older, I'm talking decades older. Just a few decades older than Gabe.
Count is full, and now from the top of the mound for the Knights, the payoff. Slid backwards, and he's going to take his place on the bag over at 1.
This is going to bring up Cade Cook. He's reach via the single and the catcher interference back in the third. I think they want to have a runner come in for De La Cruz.
I think they are as well. Really nice job working the count. So here's your pinch runner.
And so the courtesy runner is one of the relief pitchers, Eli Walker.
Okay.
He doesn't have a statistic offensively, but he's appeared in 9 games as a pitcher, though. So he must be a really good athlete.
Where are all these players coming from? Coaches are digging them out of the back of the dugout today. Why don't you get out there? Tournament time.
It's a situation there you want to, especially in a close ball game, they don't want to enter somebody else in the ball game and then they'd be done for the rest of the game. Walker probably in high school was a two-way guy, very good athlete. He'll be going on contact with 2 outs.
Eli Walker on the bag at 1-0. Rattled left, foul, strike 1, evens our count at 1.
Cooks had a couple of those, looked like a wonky top swing. The last time he had a big breaker, he actually fouled a baseball off the back part of his ankle. That one, another one, clear. He threw a baseball kind of floating inside. Cook was able to foul it off down the left field line, even to count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
Reinhardt's out ahead 7-0 in the softball tournament.
But they're going to be a tough foul over in the softball.
Those girls are crazy. My favorite celebration in the AAC. This one flies out, foul, well foul, and safety for the Lions as they'll stay at the plate and at bat 1-2. 2 away, 1 on board, and Eli. Their celebration of home runs is my favorite of any sport in the entire conference. You've heard me tell this. You've not seen it, though, have you?
I haven't seen that.
It's on the Southeast Sports Network YouTube channel and on the website in the archives. They bring a little blue chair out to home plate and like hoist it up and down. The entire team does every time somebody hits a home run. Check in over at 1. I think he got him. My goodness, that'll retire the side. What a play. He cuts him down at 1 and sends us to the top of the 8th inning in Kingsport, Tennessee, between the Lions and the Knights.
Favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Stay connected with Visit Kingsport and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest updates, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
Back and ready to get back underway in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us. College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice.
Yeah, Jacob Allman towing the rubber for the 8th time today. 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, both earned. 8 punch-outs, 3 walks, 8 flyouts, 5 ground-outs, 112 pitches.
Floated. Center left. controlled.
Yeah, Ramsey does a good job patrolling center field for the Lions. Got the lazy fly ball over in left center field and was able to corral it for the first out of the inning.
One away for the Lions of Bryan College.
Zambito, the DH, he struck out in the first, the fourth, and the sixth.
0 for 3. Got a hold of it. Driven back. This one is going to be down to the wall, and he can't glove it. Diving, he lost his glove. Here we go, down to the bag at 2. He's in scoring position for the Knights of St. Andrews.
Ramsey made the diving attempt, unable to make the play, and the concern is his wrist. As Dante Morton will go out and check in on him.
Hopefully he's all right. While they take a moment to check on him, we'll take a break, and when we return, more college baseball. It's a one-run game in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Side of the plate, and she goes down looking.
Ansley Pettit, 5 strikeouts in the circle. Just continuing to control the pace.
Shortstop number 35, Dallas Mayers.
Now Dallas Mayers, 1 for 1 on the day last at bat. That was a single right past the infield.
There's a hard hit ball from Mayers in her last at bat back in the 4th inning. That's the thing, you know, Columbia International has had some hits today, just not really been able to string anything together. Credit to Ansley Pettit and the defense for Reinhardt.
So now Pettit looking to throw that out at first. And 1-3 put out. Bounced off the glove. She still picks it up. Gets her out at first.
Yeah, great situational awareness from Pettit. Knocked the ball down and then was able to go get it, find it, and threw a strike over to first to retire Mayers.
So a strikeout looking, and now Pettit throwing it out at first. 2 outs on the board. Caden Thompson at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day.
Looks like he's okay. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice in Kingsport, Tennessee. It's a one-run game. 3-2, the Lions of Bryan ahead of the now defunct St. Andrews Knights.
Actually, Ramsey's checking out.
Hate to see that.
Because we talked about when he dove, he was his wrist. But then...
Poor choice of words. I should have said okay for the most part.
Exactly. I mean, he's coming off on his own power, which is good. Stradley, the left fielder, is going to shift to center. And we have a new left fielder. Yeah, because when he came up, it looked like he was petitioning to stay in the ball game. I mean, all indications like, hey, I want to play. So the one-out double by Josh Zambito. And the time runs at second base now. That was pitch 115. So the new left fielder will be Caleb McCarty, so he will replace Ramsey in the lineup. This will be the 14th game that McCarty has appeared in. So here's the situation, Gabe. Now you have 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Knights. They're trailing by 1 run with a tying run to second base.
That's a tough situation. 1 away. 3-2, Bryan Lions lead. Top of the 8th inning.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you had to love the effort from from Caleb Ramsey in center field. He laid his body out for that baseball.
That was a great attempt. Chopped off foul under the backstop. St. Andrews Knights down to Hamby. He's 0 for 3 today.
So we have a new runner at second base for Zambito. That's Alfredo Jimenez Jr. He's second on the team and stolen bases on the year. So he knows how to pick him and put him down too. 16 swipes.
Jimenez Jr. is in scoring position at 2 with 1 away. That's going to be a strike. 0-2 count.
So this changes the at-bat. He look for Hamby to get up, maybe squeeze the plate a little bit, widen the stance, choke up on the bat, see if he can poke this between the first and second baseman. Such a big hole.
Held off. That skeeters across the turf, and the catcher picks it up quickly. Jimenez is in the foreground there on your screen wearing number 41.
You comment on that. Warden did such a good job behind the plate of keeping that baseball in front of him because 90 feet means a lot right now.
Absolutely.
In a 3-2 ball game in the 8th.
St. Andrews desperately needs a run to hang around to the Bryan College Lions.
I think about postseason baseball, nothing better. Ramsey laying out for baseballs out here. In the first game of the day, we had Noah Brooks crashing in the wall for U-Pike, making a play.
Great delivery. He punches him out. 2 away on this side of the 8th inning for the Bryan College Lions.
It's his 9th strikeout on his 118th pitch.
118 deliveries from the mound. That's an incredible number.
Let's bring up the first baseman, Bryson Beber. He struck out and he singled his last time.
1 for 3 on the day. We'll see what the righty can do in one of the biggest at-bats in school history. This is as important as it gets to a baseball program. 2 away, 1 in scoring position out of 2 in Jimenez. Gabriel Try, Gary Justice live from Kingsport, Tennessee inside of Hunter Wright Stadium. And the stakes couldn't be higher for St. Andrews and the Knights in one of their final ever games as a program. Trying to stay on the winner's side of the bracket in the 2025 Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament. 0-1 from the mound. Big cut. That'll go for a second strike.
Back-to-back breaking balls from Jake and Allman. The third time through the lineup, the 4th time through the lineup. He's been going breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Sometimes we're a little bit more tired. You're able to throw the breaking ball more than you can your fastball.
That's outside for ball 1. 2 away, 2 strikes up on the board, and Jimenez in scoring position at 2. The Knights trail by a run.
Yeah, a base hit Jimenez is going to score. Allman's going to try to retire Beber at the plate with a strikeout. Look for fastball right here, though.
1-2.
So when you make a move and you don't throw it to second base, you'll see umpires do a 1. You only get 1 of those per inning.
The 1-2. Count even at 2.
Quite a battle here. Beber's did a nice job. Down 0-2 in the count. Battle back to make it 2-2. Just trying to hang around, trying to spoil pitches to find the one he wants.
Beber at the plate with 2 away, the delivery. That is just outside, and our count, Gary, is full.
And Allman staying away from the fastball, staying with the change-ups and the breaking ball.
Someone walks out of this half inning as a hero.
1-2-5, 125th pitch coming up.
Allman delivers a banger. This one will keep him alive, though.
35 on the mound is starting to labor a little bit, ever so slightly. The fastball has lost the pop. He's counting on. He's been a crafty pitcher right now, using breaking balls and getting placements, avoiding barrels is what he's trying to do. He's done a good job so far today.
With 2 away, the payoff pitch. Allman got a hold of it. He stays alive. Incredible by Beber.
Gotta love this at-bat. Beber doesn't want to give in. Allman's not want to give in. Allman knows his day is probably done after this inning. He's like, I want to finish this thing out.
Well, one of these two is going to walk out of this half inning as a hero.
I'm sure Clint McAlley wants him to finish out this inning as well.
Allman, 2 away, a runner in scoring position, another payoff pitch for the Lions. And they'll walk him. Beber on board with 2 away. 1 in scoring position for the Knights of St. Andrews in the late stages of this first day playoff matchup between the Lions and Knights.
It's the 4th walk issued, and he's going to bring up Garrett Wolf, the third baseman. He struck out a couple of times, bounced out 4-6. And you talked about the importance of this ball game. They want to try to stay out of that loser's bracket. You want to stay in that winner's bracket as long as you can. Both these teams want to stay on the W side.
Wolf watches that go by for ball 1. 2 on board for him. 2 of his teammates already struck down.
Got to watch Allman now. You can see he's lost his mechanics ever so slightly now. What happens is with Allman, he's trying to use his whole body to throw the baseball, starting to labor quite a bit. Missing glove side.
His season average of .227. Now the count 2-0 for Wolf. They need it. With 2 away, the 2-0. Big cut, strike 1.
That fastball had a little giddy up on it as well. I mean, that was pitch 130. He threw that one by him. I mean, you can talk about the fatigue and the training you got to have. Be out there to throw for 8 innings, 130 pitches.
The 2-1 draws strike 2, our count even at 2.
Back-to-back heaters, and not only that's a 131st pitch as far as in the gameplay, it does not count the pitches between innings.
And it's not exactly the best day weather-wise to be out there for that long. I mean, it's fatiguing me at 81 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not even a joke. I'm tired after this day. It's been a long one. 2-2 zips by and fills our count. Scramble out at 2, balls loose, rolling into center field. Still after it. Lions flash the glove. They've got it. Crisis averted.
Our man downstairs, Rick Bentley, understands the importance as well. He just sent me a text say Allman's up to 131 pitches. He realized what kind of performance this young man's put on. But now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners first, seconds to God. The runners will be moving on the pitch.
This is the beauty of baseball, the drama, the guts, the glory. A payoff pitch with 2 away. He struck him out. And that retires the side for the Lions of Bryan College in dramatic fashion. They lead by a run as we flip sides in Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
In Kingsport, it's a 1-run game as we flip sides. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, glad you're with us. The St. Andrews Knights nearly able to pull something off. They had 2 runners stranded on board at the end of the inning, punched out the batter. He couldn't pull through for him. St. Andrews needs a miracle.
Broughton Williams will be the third hurler of the day for the Knights. He's he got a 5.22 ERA, his 11th appearance, 29 in the third innings pitched, 38 strikeouts, 17 walks. Opponents hitting 277 off the right-hander. Cleary goes 1 inning, walks 1, those 16 pitches, 8 strikes. Well, this is the situation, Gabe. They got to hold the Lions to 0, and they have one more crack at it.
This is a flashback to the basketball tournament from this year. We've got all the highlights and full replays available on SESNsports.com. You can watch them on the SESN archive on the website. Twitch has it archived. It's archived on YouTube. Lots of ways to tune in and watch all of the championships in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
So Cook was batting in the bottom of the 7th when Eli Fowler was picked off at first base, so he will have an opportunity to hit once again here in the 8th.
Bang! Right up the middle. Controlled over to 1 in time. 1 away for the Knights of St. Andrews as they punch him out.
If you want to look at what a good shortstop looks like, look at number 14 for the shortstop for the St. Andrews Knights. He covers a lot of ground, gets the baseball, gets rid of it very quickly with a lot on the baseball to first base. Going to have a pinch hitter, number 17. Jaron Morris, 276 on the season, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, a 380 on-base percentage.
First pitch of the day to Morris. Strike 1. 1 away already for the Knights of St. Andrews, who were looking to flip the bottom of the 8th quickly and get to their final at-bat. Potentially, they could force extra innings in our third game of day 1 of the 2025 AAC Championships.
Coach helping the catcher do a little equipment issue there, and sometimes you put that strap on the back, it kind of gets tangled up, and just need somebody else to look at it and untangle for you. Nice job by the assistant coach for St. Andrews.
One away, count even at 1.
Getting that first out's always big, and in the inning, able to relax ever so slightly. If you can stack another out on top of that.
Morris fouls off, strike 2. Look at that hair. Look at that flow.
Very envious of that flow.
That was great flow. I bet you are. I don't. He got good hair.
Yeah, I tell you what, now he's he knows how to grow it. That's for sure.
1 away, the 1-2. Do you shave with like a razor? Or?
I have two different razors. One for my face, one for my head. It's I had a buddy who's been shaving his head for a long time. I've been shaving mine for 20 years. He said, just don't use the same one you use on your face. So I have 2 different razors.
Count even at 2? That'll fill it.
Looked like Broughton had fell down on the bump there. He got his cleat tangled up in the mound. Which again, the Hunter Rod Stadium is all of it is not one speck of dirt. It's all turf, mound, base paths, warning track.
Yeah, there's a lot of crumb rubber on top of that mound. Payoff pitch. Got a hold of this. Look out at the right field wall. He can send a second back to the dugout, and the Knights have retired 2 in the bottom of the 8th.
A very fundamental play by the right fielder, going back and reading the baseball. So when the baseball is in the air, as far as a fly ball, you can really tell where it is by what you can see of the baseball. When the ball is in the air, if you see the bottom of the baseball, it means it's over top of your head. If you see the middle of the baseball, it means you're right on track. If you see the top of the baseball, it means it's in front of you. The right fielder got on, saw the middle of the baseball, made the grab for the second out of the inning. Let's see if they can get out of this one and have an opportunity tonight to tie it up, only trailing by 1.
You can't see that mound. There's a ton of crumb rubber on top of it, and
so when you talk about crumb, what is crumb rubber? What is that?
Roundup tires. That's still probably the best thing to use as infill for synthetic turf. But the problem is a lot of synthetic turf is manufactured outside of the United States and shipped in, as the play on the line retires the side for the St. Andrews Knights.
So Gabe, they'll have one more shot at it. We go to the top of the ninth, and it's going to be 8-9-1 do up for the Knights. Got one more shot, trailing by one.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Back in Kingsport in the top of the ninth inning in a one-run game. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, and it's all come down to this for the St. Andrews Knights. Now, their year isn't over, and their program does not end if they lose this, but obviously you want to stay on the winner's bracket. It's just going to be a much easier, much more attainable path for you. The Bryan Lions playing a little looser, a little faster, having a little more fun because the stakes just, they can't be that high for them.
Tanner Everett is a new pitcher for Bryan. 1 win, 5 losses. This will be his 17th appearance of the season. He has 4 saves, 40 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 11 walks. Opponents hitting .322 off the right-hander. Jacob Allman, 8 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, 10 Ks, 4 walks through 133 pitches.
Quickly strike one. He paints the outside corner.
Adrian Oheha, he'll lead things off. He's walked twice.
Ohea, count even at 1.
Thank you. I've been saying his name wrong all day. Ohea. Played a nice job defensively in the right field.
Everett delivers a meatball, and Ohea smokes that to left field. Hello to first base.
Ohea did a nice job of just keeping his hand back and drove that baseball to left field. Leadoff hitter on for the Knights. With the 9th place hitter, now you got to wonder, do you bunt the runner over and give up the out? Now the third baseman, Sabo, is thinking he's 2 steps in. Thinks he is going to bunt.
St. Andrews is looking for a miraculous win. Saying hello to Ohea over at 1. Looks to be comfortable to me.
Look for Royston to try to get this butt down the first base line to keep it away from Sabo.
Shows bunt and stands by for ball 1. The righty pitcher delivering, Everett from on top of the mound. This one is bunted right down the line. Perfect delivery as it rolls foul. Maybe not so perfect, but very good delivery of the bunt.
Some people ask why you try to bunt it down the first baseline versus the third. What happens if you try to go to the third baseline and you bunt it too hard, there's a situation where you may be able to get the force out of second base. Going down the first base line almost ensures your runner can get from first to second, then the top part of your lineup comes up for the Knights. If you look at Royston, he'll put that back foot back. He's going to try to push that thing on the first base line and make the first baseman come and field the baseball. Now, this is a new first baseman, as Jaron Morris will stay in and play. He hit.
Looks like Curcio over at one. Or it was Curcio. They pulled him.
Yeah, so Morris pinch hit for him in the bottom of the eighth, and then they're going to let him stay in defensively. So now with 2 strikes, got to wonder, do you still try to bunt? I don't think so.
Count. Bunted foul. Look out of the dugout as that one nearly hits our camera.
And that'll be the 3rd out, so that'll be registered as a strikeout. If it wasn't in the 9th inning, I would tell you the story of how that rule become a play as far as a 3rd strike bunt being an out. Cesar Murillo will hit. Got a couple base hits.
That's a huge strikeout for the Lions of Bryan College, who are looking to crush the dreams of the Knights. Strike 1 delivered perfectly.
Murillo's 5th at bat, first time he's faced Everett this afternoon.
He's 2 for 4 today. Murillo followed by Santucci. Banger! This one blooped left field, short. And now 2 on board for the Knights of St. Andrews, a runner in scoring position out at 2.
Murillo's 3rd hit, did a nice job of driving that baseball. The barrel found the baseball, squared it up. Saw the base hit. Now the go-ahead run is at first base of the fastest man in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, Cesar Murillo. So any kind of a ball in the gap, the Knights have an opportunity to take the lead. The coach says, give me time. I'm going to talk to my pitcher.
A meeting of the minds coming on top of the mound, and we'll keep it here as they do, but we'll get a physical look at the other side of town where Reinhardt took control of things, and it looks like they've actually closed that out since we last checked in. And a commanding win for the Eagles, I'm assuming. We'll give you the final score in just a moment. Really, really fun couple of contests on the softball side of things, and then our final game will start at 6 p.m. Eastern, all on the Southeast Sports Network. You can watch that as well.
You know, this has been an entertaining tournament on the softball side, on the baseball side as well, and this is definitely, you can tell it's postseason softball and baseball. Everybody's laying out, putting their body on the line, giving you superhuman performances, whether it be a ton of pitches or people leaving the bodies on the line, diving after baseballs. This is bringing up Caden Santucci. He singled back in the first, and he's flown out a couple of times and bounced out 6-3 as well. Nice off-speed pitch from Everett, strike 1. If he's able, once he reaches, Aiden Wilson will hit after him. Went change up and breaking ball, missed off the plate.
Count even at 1 with 1 away. The delivery. That'll be strike 2.
Everett showing a lot of confidence in all-speed stuff right now. And again, you're trying to get him to roll his hands over and maybe bounce into a little 6-4-3 if possible. Looking for a fastball in his hands, though, here.
Reinhardt took that game in 6 innings, 8-0. Choppered foul left, strike 2 still.
So here, Everett on the mound, he's trying to get it off the end of the bat or get on his hands. You want a ground ball to your shortstop or your second baseman, see if you can flip a double play, get 1 out, get 2 outs with 1 pitch and end the ball game. Santucci's a tough hombre at the plate.
Ojea's in scoring position at 2. Big swing. He'll go down swinging, 2 away for the Lions of Bryan College.
So it comes down to Aiden Wilson, who is 0 for 4 on the afternoon. He's flown out to center field last 2 times. He's also struck out, lined out to the second baseman. Third base coach is going to have a word for him. Probably usually in these type of situations when a coach is talking with him, really look for one pitch, one spot until you have 2 strikes. Got to hit your pitch. Evers done a nice job, Gabe, of getting ahead with the off-speed pitches, the sweepers and the change-ups. It's a really long offensive meeting. I'm surprised the umpires allowing that to happen that long.
Wilson, you said it, 4 flyouts, 2 away. Ohea in scoring position at 2. Murillo on the bag at 1 as this is delivered for a ball, skeetering through the turf.
Really good speed on the base pass for the Knights.
1-0. 2 balls, Wilson.
Truly, one pitch and one spot has to be in a select spot where you want the baseball, something you can drive. If it's not there, let it go.
2-0, choppered foul left, strike 1. This is one of the most important at-bats in program history and potentially one of the very final. I mean, it is even if they go on and win the national championship, if you put it in perspective. After decades of baseball, it's all come down to this, one of their final moments of program history. 2-1. With 2 away, that'll go low and give us a 3rd ball.
So now the spot we talk about, we put it in the box, 1 pitch, 1 spot. If it's not there, let it go. Now that spot down 3-1, it gets even smaller. It has to be a little teeny spot. If it's not there, let it go.
Knights foul off, and that will fill our count.
Now runners will be on the pitch. So that means, again, a ball down the line with the speed you have on the base pass, easily the go-ahead run can score. So it can be important for the Lions to play solid defensively. See what pitch he can execute.
To move on to the winner's bracket, the Bryan Lions looking to retire the side. Wilson! They got him! Caught him looking! That ends the game as the Bryan Lions advance in the winner's bracket 3-2 over the St. Andrews Knights. Gary, what a matchup.
A great ball game, 3-2, our second 3-2 ball game in the postseason tournament. And what can you say about Jacob Allman? Got the 8 innings pitch, 133 pitches, and Caleb Ramsey with a leadoff home run to get things started for the Lions today.
Really impressive closeout. We've got 1 game left to play today. Any thoughts on that action coming up and your closing thoughts on this broadcast?
Well, the closing this one here, I really like the pitching from both teams today. They executed their pitches, and just superhuman performances by Barfield and Allman. And this next one, this Johnson Royals team, Dave Serrano's got his ball club playing at an elite level right now. School record wins, ranked in the top 20 for the first time ever.
There you go. We'll see. Can the Johnson Royals make some noise in Kingsport, Tennessee? We'll be back with more of the 2025 AAC baseball and softball tournaments. SCSNsports.com/how to watch. Find all of the ways to watch and pick your favorite way to watch. Today's broadcast will be archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and available for replay. This is a copyrighted presentation of the Southeast Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei for Gary Justice, our entire crew. The Lions and the St. Andrews Knights. Again, the final score, Bryan Lions 3-2.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Schrei Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Schrei Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.